Excuse me! Taxi!
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
Oh boy, he's in trouble now. One of the accusers of Eric Swalwell is speaking live on television from her lawyer's office. I can't tell exactly where she is. She's in California. We're going to listen to her. I have a feeling she's sitting next to Gloria Allred. And when you're sitting next to Gloria Allred, your credibility is already canceled. Sorry. But let's hear what she has to say.
What occurred? It was a politically unusual and intense time in Beverly Hills, and I was considering a run for city council, which placed me in proximity to political figures and events and added to the pressure to remain composed and silent. Eric was aware I owned a software company, and he spoke repeatedly about his ability to make introductions in Silicon Valley.
I would be so embarrassed to introduce
referencing his
people to Silicon
political
Valley.
Representation and influence there. I was not interested in him romantically, but I was interested in the business relationship and professional connections he offered to provide. My delay in taking action against Eric was driven by fear, not doubt. Fear of his political power, his background as an attorney, and his family law enforcement ties. I have never doubted what happened. I stand with the other women who have come forward. And I will be making a report to law enforcement shortly with my attorneys.
I think you have to switch places with her.
I gotta go
now. Hello, my name is Eric Fudali. I'm a partner and I'm the managing attorney of the Bloom firm, and I'm very proud here to represent Lana. Mr. Swalwell and others have suggested that the allegations against him have or may have political motivations. Those on the other side of the aisle have already begun exploiting his accusers for political gain. I want to say very clearly that neither myself, Lisa, nor Lana care or concern ourselves with the political affiliation of the accused or how these allegations may or may not affect a political campaign or a career. This is about much more than politics, and belittling such serious allegations is offensive to Lana and the victims everywhere.
What do I care from
This
Lana?
is not about Democrat versus Republican. This is about accountability versus silence. This is not about the pursuit of governor. This is about the pursuit of justice. This is not about whether you're on the right side or the left side of the aisle. This is about whether you're on the right side or the left side of justice, truth, and accountability.
And part of that
this
is
is not
fairness.
about the end of a
Who is this
campaign or
self-righteous
congressional
jerk?
service. This is about the end of exploitation and the abuse of power, political or otherwise.
Power.
Lisa and I have dedicated our careers to fighting the power in the name of justice, regardless of the politics of the perpetrator. My hope is that this message both encourages others who are suffering in silence to stand up and fight, and also I hope this encourages the grossly politicized American public and politicians to put politics aside when it comes to allegations like these and stand up for what is right and not what is just politically convenient.
Well, maybe you ought to talk to your client about that. Her client just said, I'm running for office. I was worried. Oh, Lisa Bloom. Harvey Weinstein's ex-attorney.
Hi, I am attorney Lisa Bloom.
Yep, I got your number.
I'm very proud to represent the very brave and strong woman sitting next to me today, Lana Drews. Lana deserves what all women deserve: autonomy over her own body, every minute of every hour of every day of her life. Her body is hers to control. And no man, no matter his position of power or station in life, ever has the right to make that decision for her.
I don't think anybody's disputing that.
As her attorney, I have advised Lana of her legal rights. Immediately, we will be filing a police report with the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Office, which is the law enforcement agency that has jurisdiction over incidents that happen in West Hollywood.
They didn't already?
Lana is committed to fully cooperating with law enforcement.
Finally.
And we will do everything possible to assist and support her in that.
Just remember where her last
We will
client
be
wound
providing
up.
all of her evidence
Prison.
there, including text messages, journal entries, photograph, and witness information. We will encourage the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Office to fully and promptly investigate her complaint. We will also cooperate with any other law enforcement agencies who are investigating Mr. Swalwell. For example, the Manhattan District Attorney's Office, which we understand has already opened an investigation. Because Lana and our law firm are here not just for her, but for the other women, to be helpful in any way that we can. We will not rest until we get justice for Lana.
Justice for Lana.
I want to say something now directly to Mr. Swalwell. Your recent statement that you are just not perfect, you are not a saint, is just blather and spin. Stop it. Your statement that this is all just a matter between you and your wife is laughable, if not for the fact that it is a slap in the face to the victims. Your statement yesterday that you just made, quote, mistakes in judgment is defensive and minimizing. Stop it.
Stop
Own
it!
your behavior.
Man's allowed
To any other women
protest
out there
his innocence.
who want to talk to us, and I have received messages from other women, we are here to talk to you. To anyone else who is a witness who wants to talk to us, we are here and we want to talk to you. Of course, for free and confidentially. I am very easy to reach via my website, thebloomfirm.com.
I think I'll send her a message. How's Harvey, your last client? Harvey
Supporting
Weinstein.
women like Lana who stand with the other women and who show such tremendous courage is my absolute pleasure.
Pleasure?
Questions?
Could you please spell your client's name and also
Yes.
tell us when this occurred?
It happened in 2018, as she said.
Jeez.
Her name
Jeez.
is Lana, Lonna, Drews, Drewes.
How many people have reached out to you that you just mentioned? And have you heard from Mr. Swalwell? He says he's going to fight these allegations.
Three other women have reached out to me just since I announced this press conference yesterday. I have not heard from Mr. Swalwell, no.
Swalwell has dropped out of the race for governor. He's resigned from Congress. What's the next form of justice for you? Because those would be what people would say. That's the political motivation. What's justice now?
Justice now are the criminal investigations.
Lana Drews is a former
losing
actress?
one's job is not a sufficient consequence for these types of allegations. We feel that the criminal investigations are the priority.
So, Lisa, are you representing
Yeah,
both the
priority.
city and criminally? And
8 years later.
Eric Swalwell should face criminal charges for this incident?
We are making a report to law enforcement. We're encouraging them to fully investigate. That is the priority right now.
Will you be filing that today? Will you be going to law?
We will be going immediately. Immediately.
What's your message?
Actress, L.A., New York, fashion model, tech entrepreneur, artist, and lover.
You know, I
Glass
have
ceiling
nothing but
breaker.
sympathy for his wife and his children.
I don't care
I'm sure
who
this
you
is a
are,
very
where you
difficult
come from.
time.
Nobody should be assaulted. But, I mean, this is kind of impossible.
Are they based in California or are they elsewhere?
I'm not going to provide any additional details or information about the three who have already reached out.
What legal hurdles do you anticipate in this investigation?
That'll be up to the law enforcement. Our priority at this point is just to make sure that Lana makes the complaint, makes the report to law enforcement. How they handle the investigation, their strategy, and what hurdles they may, they may find is up to them.
Lisa, often these victims, these women feel that no one will listen to them, no one will believe them. When this news broke over the weekend, did this give your client the feeling that someone would finally listen and it was time to come forward?
Thank you, Jim. I think we've all learned enough to know now that when it comes to sexual assault allegations, it takes time for women or any victim to process what happened, to understand how to deal with the trauma, to work through it, and to get to a point where she is strong enough to come forward. It takes time. That's why the law has extended statutes of limitations, time deadlines to file, because the law recognizes that sexual assault allegations are different, and it just takes time. So for Lana, now is the time.
Not
Even
really.
now, it's very difficult.
Not for most of our
doing it.
history.
Ms. Drews, had you followed Eric Swalwell's political career, and if you're comfortable talking a little bit about how that made you feel, and just kind of seeing his face?
She's not going to be answering any questions.
Okay.
She had her statement.
Can,
But
can you answer
thank you.
that?
Thank you. Was she following his career? I don't know.
Ms. Bloom, I guess some who know Mr. Swalwell have suggested that he was living a secret life, a double life, and they were absolutely gobsmacked at all the accusations that have come. Whether in this particular instance, or perhaps in your experience, is that usually the case, that people who are around someone like him are just totally in the dark on this, or are there clues? Are there people who should have known something was wrong?
Well, it is very common when someone is multiply accused of sexual misconduct that the people around them don't know. That's very common. Or any kind of crimes. People on the street often say, I had no idea. So I think that's pretty common.
Do you have a message for the social media content creators who started publishing some of these allegations and helped these women to realize maybe for the first time that they were not alone in what happened?
Yes. Thank you. Thank you to the women on social media, to the women who have already come forward, to anyone who has been an advocate, anyone who has assisted. It's very hard to do this by yourself. And anyone who can support women, who can help them, who can advocate, who can speak out, it makes a tremendous difference. So thank you.
And I'll add to that. There's a phenomenon we see in our line of work. It's called collective empowerment, that when one woman comes forward or one victim comes forward against their abuser, it often empowers, like a domino effect, multiple other women to come forward. This is why Lisa and myself are always encouraging.
Yeah,
women
maybe
to come
they
forward,
smell blood
stop
in the
suffering
water
in
too, and a
silence,
money
but not only
grab.
are you
I
saving
am
yourself,
sorry. There's an
but you're
adult
also
woman
saving-
right there. She waited 8 years. 8 years to come forward. What about all the women she could have saved, right? If this is true, why wouldn't you? What was going on in 2018, right? Wasn't Me Too in full swing? When did that kick off? 2017, right? Yeah, I don't know. I think Swalwell is a bad guy, but this is crazy. Absolutely crazy. They did the same thing. Yep. I'll be right back.